sacred place in history is what you're running for. So run against the guns, you horses of war. Run against the guns, you horses of war. Vercingetorix led the united Gaelic tribes. He raided Roman soldiers on Roman supply lines. Till Caesar broke the stone wall was the century's greatest fear. Came the Roman cavalry running against the spear. Alexander the Great was just 13 years old when the war horse Bucephalus was gifted as a foal. Through many bloody battles he carried his king. The battle of Hydaspes his end it brings. Horses of war run against the gun. Arrows in the flanks, bullets in the lungs. A sacred place in history is what you're running for. So run against the guns, you horses of war. Run against the guns, you horses of war. Marengo was the stallion of Napoleon Bonaparte. Small but fierce Arabian, his life was rife and hard. Wounded many times in battle till the fall of Waterloo. His bones on display today for history to view. General George Washington was a horseman like no other. The war horse known as Nelson was George's spirit brother. He was 16 hands and fearless even to the cannon's fire. Till Cornwallis surrendered in all his English shire. So horses of war run against the guns. Arrows in the flanks, bullets in the lungs. A sacred place in history is what you're running for. So run against the guns, you horses of war. Run against the guns, you horses of war. Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse refused U.S. command to take to reservation far from their birthright land. They built a mounted army, sieged at Little Big Horn. They rode hard into battle till Custer was forlorn. On again through history to Britain's World War I. The war horse did so much more than run against the gun. They carried off the wounded, artillery and supplies, and across the bloody trenches charging through the battle cries. Horses of war run against the guns. Arrows in the flanks, bullets in the lungs. A sacred place in history is what you're running for. So run against the guns, you horses of war. Run against the guns, you horses of war. All become, with unmanned bomber drones that fly high as the sun, and warheads under radar flying halfway across the earth. Far faster can we kill than can we bring to birth. Hit 12 Green Beret soldiers deep in Afghanistan, turned into mounted warriors, modern cavalrymen. They fought with Afghan rebels, they made a desperate run down through the narrow valley, running against the guns. So horses of war run against the guns. Arrows in the flanks, bullets in the lungs. A sacred place in history is what you're running for. So run against the guns, you horses of war. Run against the guns, horses of war. Run against the guns, you horses of war. Run against the guns, horses of war.
You know, I need to look out ahead and come back to you. He's just bouncing a little.
You've already proved yourself a cowboy through and through.
horse riding towards a setting sun, like an old desperado, always on the run. You know living ain't that easy, freedom's never free. When you're dancing with the devil, for every breath that you breathe, you gotta ride hell-bent for leather, as if there's no tomorrow, like it never mattered. You gotta ride hell-bent for leather one more time. I two-stepped to California, I waltzed across Tennessee. I've known a lot of pretty ladies, oh so sweet to me. Don't bet your heart at the table where the dealer has marked the cards. Winning won't be easy, and losing not that hard. You gotta ride hell-bent for leather, as if there's no tomorrow, like it never mattered. You gotta ride hell-bent for leather one more time. The trail is long and winding, begins the day you're born. There's thunder and there's lightning, a calm before the storm. So rope yourself a good horse, find a loving wife, saddle up every morning, make your glory ride. You gotta ride hell-bent for leather, as if there's no tomorrow, like it never mattered. You gotta ride hell-bent for leather one more time. You gotta ride hell-bent for leather, as if there's no tomorrow, like it never mattered. You gotta ride hell-bent for leather, hell-bent for leather, hell-bent for leather one more time. One more time. No one looks twice, but she's got dreams to share. She dreams of a cowboy who'll look in her eyes, see the beauty there. Her big brown eyes show the joy and wonder and the hope she holds on to. Cowboy who can see what others can't, that hope will see her through. He's a young cowboy with dreams of his own. He knows what he wants in his life. He wants a girl, knows what it takes to be a cowboy's wife. Perhaps it was chance when they met at the dance, but when he looked in her eyes, he knew she was the one he dreamed of, and he made her dreams come true. Now he's dancing with Matilda. They both realized their dreams. They found them in each other. God blessed them both, it seems. As they dance, he looks into her eyes and sees his own dreams there.
He's still dancing with Matilda, his one and only care. He thinks back on the night they met, the night that she became the only one his eyes could see, and now she shares his name. After all these years together, one thing's plain to see, he's still dancing with Matilda. Some things are meant to be. Now he's dancing with Matilda. They both realize their dream.
What are you looking at?
They found that men each
I
other.
see it.
God bless them both, it seems. As they dance, he looks into her eyes and sees his own dreams there. He's still dancing with Matilda, his one and only care. He's still dancing with Matilda.
You won't want to see working.
She's still his only care.
I am a free man now, so I won't hang around. I'll make my way to Texas, see what that's about. Whoa, whoa. There seems to be a rush to gather cattle from the brush. They hold them in the open, brand them in the dust. Whoa, whoa. Well, yes sir, yes I can. I can ride a horse, I'll brand. I'll learn the drag, I'll ride your nag up to that far north land. Whoa, whoa. Sing along on the night guard, sing along through the day. Sing a song, Charlie Willis. Sing goodbye, old pain. So I am a cowboy now, for $1 a day and found. I risk my life, I got no wife, I'm like an exoduster now. Whoa, whoa. There's plenty of danger here for a man or a steer. An Indian scream will haunt your dreams, and the river won't drown fear. No, no. Sing along on the night guard, sing along through the day. Sing a song for Jack Thorpe, sing him goodbye, old pain. Talk of thieves and storms, death by 1,000 horns, but it won't compare for old John Ware and a life he lived before. No, no. So I choose to live a life where the northers cut like knives. There ain't no chains, I hold the reins, where the cowboy song was born. Whoa, whoa. Sing a song for Bozai Kurt, singing goodbye to old pain. Goodbye, old pain, goodbye. Back in the land of sagebrush hands, horses and wind and wives of the sand, teach young children old ways, growing their living on the back of a cow. In the plains and the desert, it's mighty hard now, trying to feed a society that would like to shut them down. Melody of steel-shod hooves cracks the silence of dawn as a jig line moves 80 miles from a hardtop county road. And I'm lonesome for living this way. Want the sting of the wind from a tear on my face on a runaway coat, loose in my hands. I'm gonna ride where the big herds roll up the trail like Coronado, Riata swing, wood fire heats a brand. I'm gonna get back to Lonesome Land. Mare's tail in the sky, big old wind makes a red hawk fly, and she knows where all the wild critters lie. They say the want of decency is just a want of sense, abundant space and a lack of fence. He's the earl of poetry in motion with damn few words. Painted horse, lots of chrome. He's gonna shine in the sun like a big conch show. He's gonna ride my spirits way up high. And I'm lonesome for living this way. Want the sting of the wind from a tear on my face on a runaway coat, loose in my hands. Gonna ride where the big herds roll up the trail like Coronado, Riata swing. Sagebrush heats the brand. Gonna get back to Lonesome Land.
Yep, keep zigzagging up. It didn't. Let's just get you off those big boulders over there.
Colorado canyons where they meet the Utah plains, came a dark-skinned Okie cowboy headed west. No one knew too much about him, not much more than his name. But if you rode with Charlie, you were riding with the best. He rode from Mr. Turner out on the Lazy White. It was cow country as far as you could see. When the sheep herds came trespassing, a young bass would die. Charlie claimed it was either him or me. 12 men agreed to the plea of self-defense, but the herdsmen weren't exactly satisfied. Just a few years later, revenge or accident, all we know for sure is Charlie died. Charlie Glass. Now he haunts these hills, the ones that he once rode in times that have long since passed. And the truth of it all, no one really knows but the ghost of Charlie Glass. Ooh, like a shadow from the past, he rides vigil o'er the range, the ghost of Charlie Glass. Ooh, like a shadow from the past, he still rides the range, the ghost of Charlie Glass. They say that his ghost still roams these hills at night, shadows of the moon like a veil keep hidden the truth of what happened that night, for dead men tell no tales. Ooh, like a shadow from the past, he rides vigil o'er the range, the ghost of Charlie Glass.
Caved in on the side.
Ooh, like a shadow from the past, he still rides the range, the ghost of Charlie Glass. He still rides the range, the ghost of Charlie Glass. Ghost of Charlie Glass. The ghost of Charlie Glass. I watched my daddy working hard all day, plowing up that Georgia clay, doing his best to keep our family fed. We all did our part, working dawn till dark, picking cotton till our fingers bled. I made this promise to myself, was going to make my living somewhere else. Thought I'd try my hand out west, punching cattle. I was 12 when I left home, figured I could get by on my own. Bound to make my living in the saddle. Trail was hard and long, but I rode on, and I finally found my way to Abilene. Out here I'll make my stand, riding for the brand, in a place where cowboys are king. Well, it ain't easy, but it suits me. On a good horse is where I'll be, listening to the bawling of the cattle. I'm out here pushing cows, I sure don't miss that mule and plow.
Ooh, it's
I
thin.
make my living in the south.
Like, I want to cross that beaver pond.
We fought Comanches on the plains, pushing longhorns to the trains, and along the way we lost a few good friends. Fighting wind and weather, wearing out the leather, gonna be a cowboy till the end. Now 50 years have come and gone since I struck out on my own, and I've lived without regret. In this life I've been blessed, I've ridden with the best. It ain't over yet. Well, it ain't easy, but it suits me. On a good horse is where I'll be, listening in the saddle.
There's a lady I know, there's a lady I know, there's a lady I know. There's a lady I know, there's a lady I know, there's a lady I know. There's a lady I know, and she's hung up on blow on the southwest side of the nation. In a place of her own, with a habit that's grown, in a world so full of addictions. Beautiful lady who wanted blonde babies from the cowboy side of the spectrum. And now it's nights with her mirror and a heart full of fear, and eyes so full of rejection. And I'm hung up up here with a head full of beer on the northwest side of the nation. And my nights are so lonely, and if I could only relieve myself of frustration. So it's girls I don't know, and cold packs to go, in a world so full of infections. And my days been a blur, and my nights been a blur, with kittens who use these affections. I know, and she's got tons of dough down on the southwest side of the nation. It used to be straight to bed, now it's black velvet instead. Cop car rides to the station. There's a lady I know, and she's hung up on blow on the southwest side of the nation. In a place of her own, with a habit that's grown, in a world so full of addiction. I know, there's a lady I know, there's a lady I know.
I spent 3 days, precious time, hanging up no trespass signs. Now all I can see is tire tracks. They built new roads, cut my fence, they left behind no recompense. They wait until I'm gone to come back. Those trespassing jack wagons, why the hell won't they leave me alone? Beer cans and deer stands is all they leave behind when they are gone. Winter cabin season now, there's frozen sweat upon my brow. The time of year I sure could use a hand. Through spring and summer, not one call, but as the summer turns to fall, I've become the world's most wanted man. By those trespassing jack wagons, why the hell won't they leave me alone? Beer cans and deer stands is all they leave behind when they are gone. So I bought some high-tech trail cams, $1,000 plus Uncle Sam's. I hung them up on every fence line gate. They buzz and ding the whole day long, an out-of-tune brain rattling song. They do it all except make them stop and wait. Those trespassing jack wagons, why the hell won't they leave me alone? Beer cans and deer stands is all they leave behind when they are gone. I thought I'd turn the tables on them. Went to their place once, doggone 'em. Told them I was staying for the month. They closed the door right in my face. I think it's such a darn disgrace. They didn't even offer me lunch. Those trespassing jack wagons, why the hell won't they leave me alone? Beer cans and deer stands is all they leave behind when they are gone. I can't wait till hunting season's done. Your heart is break, your edge is gone. It's best to just sap and ride. When the tears from her eyes fall like stones on your bone.
Everything. I think you'd like to get back into it.
And ride. Some things are just better off left unsaid. The pain in your heart's on
Play
its
pickleball
own.
with his wife a little bit. We were talking about the other night.
Stands and
He
shakes
just got
like
so
a
busy with his
new
job
spot.
because he was in the, the automobile industry, and he sold out.
Best to just sap
Wanted to go back to
and
that.
ride. Well, the night is a friend to the drifter in view. We'll know the darkness quite as well as you. There's a cold wind blowing at blue light of dawn. It's best to just sap and ride. Right from a memory smoldering like fire. Right from the pole of a burning desire. She'll not forget you long after you're gone. It's best to just sap and ride. Lead my direction. I've been there before. Oh, inside of you, it's a hot fire war. Kiss her once more, son, and don't take too long. It's time to just saddle up and ride. Some things are just better off left unsaid. Your heart is breaking and you've lost your edge. It's time to leave well enough alone. It's best to just sap and ride. She's gonna love you forever and gone. It's best to just sap and ride. sucker for $1, just $10 a ride. On any old Indian outlaw with a skull brand on his hide. I'm rolling in the round pen, I'm a bucking out the fire. I'm spurring and a fanning with a heart full of desire. I am your not so friendly neighborhood cold breaker, and I'm 30 years past my prime. And I'll ride a wild one straight home to my maker, all in good time, son, all in good time. Well, I'm a cheapskate 'cause I have to, I don't wear no fancy spurs, but I've won a heap of buckles, bucking broncs out through the years. And I'm hungry for another, so bring me what you got, straight off the reservation, on the last chance Cupid lot. I am your not so friendly neighborhood cold breaker, and I'm 30 years past my prime. And I'll ride a wild one straight home to my maker, all in good time, son, all in good time. Well, I'm way too bloody busy for a hybrid, highbrow cat. I'll tell you, this old hook-neck quarter Mustang's where it's at. He's barefoot on the black rock and his heart is solid gold. He'll stomp out rats and rattlesnakes, and son, I've already sold him. I'm not so friendly neighborhood cold breaker. I'm 30 years past my prime, and I'll ride a wild one straight home to my maker, all in good time, son, all in good time. I'm a-riding this old outlaw in the July 4th parade, and I ain't so afraid of dying as I am scared not to live. If you can't get that cold-ridden sun, you can always not so friendly neighborhood cold breaker. I'm 30 years past my prime, and I'll ride a wild one straight home to my maker, all in good time, son, all in good time.
See the double red gates at the top. That two-track will lead you out to the world. Someday life will bring you back. And when you think you've seen it all, come back here again just to realize what you're missing. Ain't nothing that you win, 'cause you were built on the soul. Every dream that you've sown, call it home. Oh, there ain't no way to describe it. It's just a part of who you are. You can try your best to find it. It's as constant as a star. When you start to lose your way by forgetting where you've been, head west on Highway 20. It'll take you there again. 'Cause you were built on the soul. Every dream that they've sown, call it home. red
Just
that
stand
happy
on it.
cat grew up on your bay mare's gentle pad. Round and round this
what
world we
happens.
go. Through and through's the only
Nope.
way.
I got it.
By and by, these memories pass by. Heart to heart, they stay. So when life just keeps on changing, change is all you have. Just remember your part of the future and the past. There's a time and there's a season. Every story in your life, you're the one that writes it. So don't worry, don't you cry, 'cause you were built on the soul of every dream you now own. Call it home. You're solid as the barn out back. You love to pet that happy cat. Grew up on your bay mare's gentle pad. Oh.
Destiny is calling me to the high and lonesome places where we can see forever, feel the wind upon our faces. The bugle of the bull elk is the song that's in our soul, and the cutthroat swims where the crystal waters roll. And this is the heartland, mountains, deserts, lakes, and rivers, making memories with family and friends that last forever. May the spirit of adventure live here forevermore in the wild outdoors. Native Utes and Paiutes and Shoshone of yesterday showed us
Yep.
how to live in harmony with Mother Nature's way. Give more than we take, harvest only what we need, leave it as it's found or plant another seed. This is the heartland, mountains, deserts, lakes, and rivers, making memories with family and friends to last forever. May the spirit of adventure live here forevermore in the wild outdoors. Though life calls me away from time to time, I will always call this home. These wild places are always on my mind, so set me free and let me roll. This is the heartland, mountains, deserts, lakes, and rivers, making memories with family and friends to last forever. May the spirit of adventure live here forevermore in the wild outdoors. In the wild outdoors.
You could say it's empty, hot and dry as dust. There's nothing there worth seeing but yucca, sand, and brush.
Just take both of them.
The cactus is in bloom, and the dew catches the light.
that slips above the mesa, out on the edge of sight. I wanna live in the enchanted world, in the enchanted world. You could say it's cold, and you'd rather stay there by the fire, and that drift across the gate makes you wish you'd bought those tires. But the world's a giant crystal with prisms everywhere, with every path made new, waiting for your footsteps there. I wanna live in the enchanted world, in the enchanted world. Some say miracles can't happen, it's a distance way too far. But in the enchanted world, it seems that's all we are. It's steep and nothing ever goes your way, and the path is full of stones and deadfall every day. Or that your road is rising to a summit most sublime, and you know your legs need strength to deal with such a climb. I wanna live in the enchanted world, in the enchanted world, in the enchanted world, in the enchanted
I've seen the highway through my windshield. I've seen the farmer working in his field. I can be a windmill standing there alone. I can be the wind that carries you home, carries you home. I felt the rhythm underneath the train. I felt the rainstorm washing me clean. I can be a fence post standing there alone. I can be the wind that carries you home, carries you home. I can be the moonlight shining on the plain. I can be the voice calming your pain. I can be the river rolling round the stones. I can be the wind that carries you home. I can be the wind that carries you home, carries you home. I can be the moonlight shining on the plain. I can be the voice calming your pain. I can be the river rolling round the stones. I can be the wind that carries you home. I can be the wind that carries you home, carries you home. believe in heaven on a starry night. I will be a blanket holding you tight. I can be a beacon standing alone. I can be the wind that carries you home, carries you home. I'd wake up one morning, stories all told, nothing but a blanket to keep you from the cold. You can hear the wind blow outside your door. In your dreams, you're right there riding. I used to wander through the forest on my grandma's ranch. There were horses to ride, fish to catch. Me and my cousin, we caught brook trout with our bare
There's a lot of cow tracks coming down this.
But mostly, we just went riding. Might miss some folks you never thought you'd miss. Might remember your first love, your first kiss. Those memories can wear you down if you let them get their way. It's best, I guess, to just keep riding. Some folks you forgive, though the wounds may never heal. Don't know how to explain it, just the way you feel. Maybe we'll meet again someday, a little further down the road. Till then, my friend, just keep riding. You might wait some folks you never thought you'd miss. You might remember your first love, your first kiss. Those memories can wear you down if you let them get their way. Best, I guess, to just keep riding. I wake up one morning, stories all told, nothing but a blanket keep you from the cold. You can hear the wind blowing outside your door. In my dreams, I'm out there riding. In my dreams, I just keep riding. In my dreams, I just keep riding.
Watch my buckskin and my saddle and my day bags and my gun, rolling ass over tea kettle down into the morning sun. She was bent, she was twisted, she was bruised up in the back. We were half an hour scouting down the hill for broken tack. We were halfway up Red Mountain, we were full of grit and oil, and I was bound and stone, determined not to let that roundup spoil. So I kicked her in the gizzard and I pulled up on the reins, climbed back up into the saddle, spite of all her aches and pains. And it ain't that I don't love her, cause the good Lord knows I do. I'll be on her or beside her right up till my days are through. But if you're gonna be a cowboy, better heed your inner forces, cause it's hell on your women and it's harder on your horses. She was cradling my baby, she was in her rocking chair, and he was noisily a nursing neath the tendrils of her hair. I just had to break it to her, I was out of job again. When I get back from Buckaroo, and I will find some more work then. 'Cause we were off, we were running Heiner Canyon in the fall, long dark timber, golden aspen beneath the Red Rock Canyon wall. Cattle rolling down the meadows, mama's babies hear 'em cry. Brings a burning to your bosom and a teardrop to your eye. It ain't that I don't love her, cause the good Lord knows I do. I'll be on her or beside her right up till my days are through. But if you're gonna be a cowboy, better heed your inner forces, cause it's hell on your women and it's harder on your horses. Stand here before you, I can look you in the eye and say I'll never be a rich man, and I know the reason why. Cause I'd trade fancy trucks and money, I'd trade power, I'd trade fame for one more day of Buckaroo and on a horse that's halfway lame. It ain't that I don't love 'em, cause the good Lord knows I do. I'll be on 'em or beside 'em right up till my days are through. But if you're gonna be a cowboy, better heed your inner forces, cause it's hell on your women and it's harder on your horses. It's hell on your women and it's harder on your horses. It's hell on your women and it's harder on your horses.
I don't.
Wings of a sweet memory. On a hot summer night off of old Colby Road, love like a wind. Was chasing
Don't
my
pass her.
dreams, I was chasing my tail. I was playing your heart all the while. You were in love, but I didn't care. Loving one girl wasn't my style. On a faraway star, I send up a wish that I could turn back the time somehow. I told you that I didn't love you back then. I still don't love you now. I don't love you now. Blue eyes and so far away, wild one that I used to be. In the night, 20 years down the road, a job and a family. Still chasing my dreams, still chasing my tail. Now I've laid everything on the line. Is it you that I miss and your innocent love, or the freedom that I left behind? On a faraway star, I send up a wish that I could turn back the time somehow. I told you I didn't love you back then. I still don't love you now. Oh, I don't love you now. Still see you crying in that cold September rain. Neither one of us has ever been the same. You can go wild, take me away, the wings of a sweet memory. Summer night on the road, you told me I was loved. You said that you'd always love me. It's like I'm sitting at a bus stop, waiting for a train. Exactly how I got here is hard to explain. My heart's in the right place. What's left of it, I guess. My heart ain't the problem. It's my mind that's a total mess with these rickety old legs and these watery eyes. It's hard to believe that I could pass for anybody's prize, and here's what I know about the gifts that God gave. Ah, you can't take them with you when you go to the grave. It ain't over yet. As someone who ought to know, not so very long ago, we were both hung out to dry. It ain't over yet. You can mark my word. I don't care what you think you heard. We're still learning how to fly. It ain't over yet. For fools like me, who were built for the chase, it takes the right kind of woman to help you put it all in place. It only happened once in my life. The man you should have seen. Her hair, 2 shades of foxtail red. Her eyes, some far out sea blue green. I got caught up making a name for myself. You know what that's about. One day
ship comes rolling in. The next day it rolls right back out, and you can't take for granted none of this shit. The higher up you fly, boys, the harder it is you're gonna get hit.
It ain't over yet. I'll say this about that. You can get up off the mat, or you can lay there till you die. It ain't over yet. Here's the truth, my friend. You can't pack it in, and we both know why. It ain't over yet.
Silly boys blind to get there first, think of second chances as some kind of curse. I've known you forever and ever, it's true. If you came by it easy, you wouldn't be you. Make me laugh, you make me cry, you make me forget myself.
Knocking down on my rock, kept me up to date. You were there with the right word to help me crawl out of the maze. And I'd almost convinced myself I was hipper than now. Why you stepped up with a warning shot, fired sweet and low across the bow. No, you don't walk on water. You
Thank you.
sarcasm stings, but the way you move
Look, I can't.
this whole world sure
Yeah.
makes a case for angel wings.
Oh.
I was halfway to
And hang on to her until you get her out of the way.
that life,
Get your horse out.
and I'll quote you now verbatim. Get your head out of your own behind.
It ain't over yet.
Okay, go on.
You want a death? One more cigarette. Ain't gonna send you to the grave. It ain't over yet.
I see you now, girlfriend.
Think you're living in great big old Spider-Man ride. It ain't over yet.
Sure rides a horse, he calls Boogeyman. A big bay horse stands 16 hands, thereabouts. He's sure enough stout. So don't break a law, but you can't run. You can't hide from what you've done, what you gonna do. If the man's after you, comes Boogeyman. Boogeyman, Boogeyman on your trail. Boogeyman, Boogeyman, he never fails. Outlaws say he was your name right.
That's a rock.
Cause there's a devil in that horse. It sure starts in the night. It ain't the sheriff on his back that the outlaw feels, but the stride of that stud and hooves drawing. Here comes Boogeyman. He's all leathered up, chomping at the bits. Give him some rain, cause there ain't no quit. Be gone. Hang on, comes Boogeyman. Boogeyman.
Boogeyman, boogeyman on your trail. Boogeyman, boogeyman, he never fails. Outlaws say he was sure name right, 'cause there's a devil in that horse. It sure was dogs in the night. It ain't the sheriff on his back that the outlaw fears, but the stride of that stud and who's driving near from Boogeyman. Boogeyman, boogeyman on your trail. Boogeyman, boogeyman, he never fails.